Hello, and welcome to the secret ingredients to achieving your goals. At the Light Me Up Club, we're here to help you take back control and recreate a life that lights you up through content and courses which are accessible, achievable, affordable, and keep you accountable. So, we're going to keep this short and sharp, but always from the heart. And yes, you might see me reading some of this, but that's because we've written our notes, we've done our homework, and we want to share it with you in as succinct a way as possible. So, here goes. So you've set some New Year's resolutions, or even better, some goals, and you feel excited because, new year, new you, right? But achieving them feels a really long way away. So we're going to introduce you to two hacks that are going to change your life and make them achievable and make 2024 your best year yet. Are you ready? Yes. Come on then, here we go. Number one, leverage the motivational power of small wins. And number two, create the system to enable the behavior. Let's explain each of these concepts. Starting with number one, leveraging the power, the motivational power of small wins. In Stephen Bartlett's book, 33 Laws for Life and Business, he talks about the importance of simplification for achieving goals. The real key is to make the first step to achieving that goal or the next step small enough that it's so easy to do, but it kicks off the motivational power of small wins. This is a really interesting kind of psychological process that happens whereby each time you complete a step, you build your confidence and importantly, you gain momentum towards that goal. And each time you complete a step, you build more evidence that you're closer, and then it's a step closer, so it feels more achievable. Let's look at an example. So for example, if you want to get a promotion at work, the next three things might be: number one, have a conversation with your line manager and discuss the idea of a promotion. Number two, find out what is needed to get promoted to the next level. And number three, make sure that you're really clear on what is needed. So get clarity from your line manager once you've done your research. If the idea of a conversation with your manager is too big of a step, then let's break it down further. Again, make it really small and really easy to do. So the first thing you do, quite simply, is put some time in the diary with your manager to talk about career progression. The second thing you might want to do is do your homework. So understand where you currently sit within the company and what your next level would be. And the third thing that you would do, again, before the call with your conversation with your line manager, is write out a list of questions that you want answering for real, true clarity so that you can further build your plan. For example, what do you need to see more or less of from me to demonstrate that I am already working at this new higher level? What is required to get there? Can you be really specific on areas and skill sets that you think I need to develop? And can you coach me into that role? Make it a really positive conversation. So let's get straight on to the second point. So number two, about the second point around helping you actually achieve your goals, is about systems. And this is fully inspired by James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. So this is all about creating the system to enable the behavior that you want. And this is our interpretation of his brilliant book, Atomic Habits, of how to change your life, how you can change your life. And at Light Me Up, we're talking about taking back control and recreating that life that lights you up. So if you want to make that change, keep going, keep watching, stay with us. Typically, there are kind of 2 or 3 goals or whatever that people start the year of. And quite often the most important, not most important, the most common one is to lose 10 pounds. So let's think about this from the point of view of a system. Losing 10 pounds is not sustainable and it's a really short-term thinking goal. The goal actually that we're thinking about is prioritizing your health. So in order to sustainably do this, create a system which enables the behavior. And the behaviors that you might want to achieve for this is improving or changing up your exercise routine and cooking food from scratch. So the system is to take time out to plan meals and to prioritize the time to buy lovely fresh fruit and vegetables. So you have a full stocked fridge rather than unconsciously going to the shop on the way back from work, on the way back from dropping the children at school or picking them up, whatever, and unconsciously reaching for crisps or chocolate or whatever it is because you're there. So because it's there. Building a system to bring exercise into your life. So this is quite a simple one. So can you change up your morning routine around getting up earlier to make, again, it's about prioritizing time. What is your daily routine saying about your priorities? So Can you, the easiest system for this is to, we all know what to do, put your phone at the other side of the room. So when the alarm goes off in the morning, you have to get out of bed to switch it off. Once you've done this, it's so much easier once you're then out of bed to actually get outside, go for a run, go for a walk, whatever, skip, dance, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that makes you feel good. And you're also out in nature. Then there's this other incredible thing called habit stacking, also covered in the Atomic Habits book, that once you've done one healthy thing, you will want to do more because you feel good. So through creating a system to get up earlier, that's going to help you to get out in the morning. And then also that's going to hopefully start this knock-on effect of more positive things that you want to do. So you might come back and have a glass of water. You might come back and have a peppermint tea instead of the coffee that you usually reach for. You might then do a bit of meditation and breathing exercises if you've got time, space, whatever. All these sort of things. But again, the system is to get up earlier. And the system for that is to put your phone at the other side of the room at the end of the day. Let's look at a couple of other goals. The goal that you're saying that is you want to read a book each month, or the goal is that you want to write a book. Reading a book and writing a book are kind of sustainable short-term thinking. The goal actually is to become a reader or to become a writer. If the goal is to cook more healthy meals, then the goal is to become a cook. So the system is to prioritize the time to dedicate to doing these things. For example, writing might be that you create a space in your home which you use only for writing, which isn't near a TV because the temptation to watch telly is just too easy. And again, for reading, you might put a book next to your bed on your bedside table and create the system of going to bed 20 minutes earlier and to read, prioritize reading. At this point, you might want to think about redesigning your environment. And again, this is another thing that's come from the book by James Clear. Do read it. So redesigning the environment, again, helps us to create the system to engineer the behavior. And this works for other things as well. If the goal is to find love, then the system needs to be something probably about putting yourself out there to meet new people. So do you need to look at kind of attending courses, classes, something, whatever that makes you help you meet someone? You might also want to think, if you're looking about finding love, to work on yourself. Because actually, if we're looking to attract a certain kind of person, we're looking for certain values, then do we actually sort of show those values ourselves? Do we live a life already which will attract someone of similar vibe? And if the answer to that is no, then you might want to look a bit closer to home and prioritize self-love. This isn't just about masturbation, though that can be part of it too, my friends. This is about really tuning back in with who you are, what you want, and becoming clear on what you're looking for and raising your own standards, your own vibration, and your own level and set point to becoming that thing. Now, here we're getting into a slightly different thing. So we've got a separate course on that coming out soon. So follow us at the Light Me Up Club for more on this. Anyway, you get the point. For sustainable achievement of goals, we need two things. Number one, to break down the next steps into really small, simple, easy things to do that don't need much effort to leverage the motivational power of small wins. And two, we need a system to engineer the behavior rather than do the thing. So the behavior becomes something that we do every day and turns into a habit. Try it today and see how you get on, and then drop us a message on Instagram or through the website. I know this has changed my life, so I hope it helps you to take back control and recreate a life that lights you up as well. Bye.